Thank the Lord I can finally make a baseball vid again. What a fantastic sight. No football at all. Endless chaos. Collapses galore. No bullshit whatsoever. Oh God, really? I wanted to do a postseason push sports ball, not this shit. Okay, Pirates, you have your match. Their season's pretty much over at this point. They fell apart after a surprisingly hot April, and now all they can do is play spoiler. The Cubbies found this out the hard way, taking advantage of a collapsing team to put them through the ringer in a series to win 2 of 3. It was such expert trolling that David Ross got triggered and called them not a good team. Brian Reynolds simply said the obvious at this point in time. Their next target for ruined ambitions? Cincinnati. The Reds were once one of the hottest teams in baseball this summer. Those times have been long gone, bleeding red in more ways than one in September. Ice cold at the plate. Pieces brought in for the outfield that haven't worked out. A starting rotation made up of bubblegum wrappers and shoestring. A bullpen that's running out of gas. Going from having a decent chance at the postseason to falling apart against Minnesota in a series. Their season on life support like Ellie De La Cruz at the plate. Remember how good he was in June? We all wish we were back there. Even worse, Game 1 in this series was agony at Great American Ballpark. Trading the lead back and forth only to squander opportunities and fall victim to the long ball. Slowly withering away from the race with only 8 games left in their season. This series is must win. And the game even more so since the Cubs and Marlins both won their games today. A loss would be all but the death knell to their season. And to start the game... Yeah, that's definitely a statement. Ending their first with 3 Ks, then going to work with 2 homers. I'll take a 3-0 lead to get the blood pumping. The silent top of the second, too, even better. The bottom half.
That is last fair. That's extra bases. Palacios after it. He's got a good arm. Friedel can run. He rips through second. Palacios lost the ball. Wave is on. Friedel is going home. The relay to the plate. He's safe.
Let that be the sound of war. Bailey faltering on the mound under the might of Cincinnati. Fielder's choice making it 5-0, an infield single by Steer, CES singling to right, and then the knockout punch of Tyler Stevenson, doubling to make it an 8-0 ball game. Their asses are saved. Plenty of game left, but who blows an 8-0 lead? Now with the Pirates falling nearly in order in the top of the third. Fuck it, add more runs to the score. Who the hell is Kyle Nicholas? Let him feel the might of Sam Steer doubling to left center. 9 runs in 3 innings. They did strand a runner at third, but this game's pretty much over. We'll see you in a few hours for the post-game briefing. Oh my, the Pirates scored a run in the 4th. Chris Paul's 3 putting the Suns down by 42 vibes. They can't do much else. The rest of the 4th and 5th innings turned into the standard blowout fare. Easy outs, few runners on base, all good. But for the top of the 6th, Red starter Connor Phillips is still out there, but he's out of gas. Allowing 2 runners on base leads to the Cincy bullpen. They were a solid unit throughout the year, but as of late, open saloon doors. A combo of that and bad defenses led to their recent demise. An 8-run lead with Alex Young is safe though, right? Right, Reds? You have 2 outs. Can you at least salvage the inning and not crumble at the worst times? Get Brian Reynolds out, please.
To right. This one is Carey. And this one is gone! Here come the Pirates!
And the Pirates are now within striking distance. A 5-run inning. Dear Lord. Cincy does nothing to respond in their half of the 6th. But as long as Fernando Cruz can hold down the fort, he's falling apart. No outs and the bases are loaded with bucks. Back to the bullpen again for their next victim in Lucas Sims.
Hit to right, base hit! Here come the Pirates! Sawinski is in, Triolo is in, the ball gets stuck in the wall! Here comes Eddie to the plate, the Pirates have tied the game!
Unbelievable. A 9-run collapse of collapses. And we're not even close to being out of the 7th. This was the first time the Pirates have overcome a 9-run deficit in franchise history. They've existed for over 140 years. And the Reds blew a 9-run lead for the first time since 2004. Thankfully, they got out of the inning with a tie, but if the offense can't do shit with their at-bats, they're in deep shit. The good news? They're bringing out their star closer, Alexis Diaz, who will douse this fire the best he can. With petrol. He imitated the rest of the bullpen by imploding under the weight of burned-out arms and the stench of death. 9 unanswered runs by the Pirates becomes 13. The game seems out of reach. The best laid plans of David Bell go awry. They do get out of the inning, but death is in the air. Or is it? Dinking and dunking a handful of runs in the bottom of the 8th. Runners on first and second with 1 out. If you were guessing they do anything but ground into a double play, you'd be a fool. Let's skip to the bottom of the ninth, because that's where the real action is. Pirates did nothing in the top half, you're okay. Plus, David Bednar has pitched 2 straight days, so he's out of the picture. Carmen Mlodzinski will be trying for his first career save. First up, the legendary Joey Votto. It might be his last home series as a Red, and he gets it started with a base hit that eats up Ji-Hwan Bae. Second batter, a double for TJ Friedl. Runners on second and third, nobody out. The winning run is at the plate. Jake Fraley grounds out to second, but a run scores and the tying run now at third. Next up, Ellie De La Cruz, a man of incredible talent and power. He has a chance to save the Red season from the brink of despair. Unfortunately, he's been ice cold for months. He struck out on the 11th pitch of the AB. It's hopeless. You know why? Jonathan India's up to bat. Reds fans have a lot in common with Pakistan these days. They both have an intense hatred of India. Fly out, the game is over. Reds suffer unbelievable humiliation and possibly the death knell to their season. Since he did manage to salvage the series in the final matchup against the Pirates, but as they fell to 2.5 out of the wildcard race, it might mean the end of their run. It's still a surprise they got this far, and it's a good sign for next year. But the brutality of the greatest game is enough to make it historic. The first one involving baseball. God bless the Diamond. Yes, I'll get back to making more football videos now.